Let me tell you guys how it all started. Like, I remember calling my midwife and I was like talking to her on the phone and I was just started crying. But Victor actually learned how to check cervix. So, Carona, you need to push, because if you don't push right now, you're gonna be going through that pain throughout the whole entire day. One was why I decided to do a Vbac. Did you rip? Did you get medicated? I am trying for a Vbac after an implant cesarean. A lot of questions also asking if I would do it again. Do you have a low pain tolerance? Did you get induced? Do you feel a different bond with Luciano since you had a vaginal birth? What is the aftercare like? I know hospitals you stay for 24 to 48 hours with a baby.
For me? Oh, question for me?
Yeah. So
yes, I saw her poop cutter.
Ew.
Yes, I saw the baby come out.
But yeah, guys, this is my life for the past. Babe, what are you doing? Don't show. Oh my god, show my ganas. Look.
Yeah. Shout out to the fam. Look, you can't spell love without LVE. You can't spell love without LVE. You can't spell love without it. You can't spell love without it.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Before I get started today's video, I want to quickly thank Hungry Root for sponsoring today's video, guys. When I got this box, you guys know we've been on a healthy journey, giving like healthy snacks to the kids and like finding the best snacks. And when they reached out, I was so excited because all the snacks that I was able to get in here are snacks that I was already buying. All healthy stuff. You basically take a quiz and like just fill out what you're into, what your goals are, and they just have everything in here. This brand, Oakley, loves these. Like, there's so many good things in here. Oh, I'm so excited. Look at this one. Ooh, the actual black burger, chef crafted black bean patties. Ooh, that sounds bomb. I love black beans. Let me show you guys an up close of everything that we got. There's so many good options in here. Oh my goodness, I love this brand so much. This one has some spirulina in it. Oh my god, there is so many good options. Victor might have or might have not already gone through some of them.
No, what are you talking about?
These are so good. And then look at these ones. Victor won these already. These are some chocolate glazed donuts with protein in it. So we're gonna go in through those. But there's immunity shots. I'm gonna take that right now. And then for the recipes, we have 4. We're gonna go ahead and do this one, the creamy chorizo tacos, because I've been craving some chorizo. And this is what the ingredients are, the step-by-step, super easy. So let's get to cooking. Before I do keep going, I want to give you guys a discount code because it is so good. It is 40% off. So the first 100 people that use my code LOVEFAM40, I'm going to put it right here. I'm also put a link below. I'm also going to have a QR code right here, making it super easy for you guys. So the first 100 people get 40% off their first grocery order with Hungry Root. So run. But yeah, guys, we also started eating this snack. We're literally eating all the snacks right now. This is the Cedar's snack pack with hummus chips. It is a roasted pepper hummus. 10 out of 10, Victor.
These little pizza snacks right here, fire.
And it was so easy, guys. If you guys go on Hungry Root, you guys can see how easy it is. They literally make you take a quiz and they literally send you everything based off that quiz, and they literally nailed it. 10 out of 10. Guys, we have some plant-based chorizo tacos. It says sour cream, but you guys know I don't like any of that, but I do like onion, so I put extra onion. You can't even tell the difference of it being plant-based.
Chorizo fire?
Yes.
Okay, I'll bite.
You wanna try it?
We're all hungry.
Starving.
Oh my god. Oh.
You can't even tell how that
I love chorizo.
Yeah, me too. Alright guys, that meal was so easy to make and it's so convenient to have the groceries delivered to your door. They're healthy and they fit just for you. So don't forget to use our code LOVEFAM40. I'm going to put the QR code, the link down below to make it super easy for you guys. It's the first 100 people, so run and get it. Thank you so much, Hungry for sponsoring today's video. And now, let's get back to the video. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. For today's video, I'm doing a full Q&A on my Vbac after 2 C-sections. By the way, we have a little guest right here. Luciano has been chilling on me like this 24/7. I feel like this pregnancy I was a lot smaller, but he was 8'12", guys, so almost 9 pounds. So he was like squished in there, and I feel like this is his position. Like even at night, he sleeps on me like this. Like I have to like cuddle him tight for him to fall asleep, and I feel like 'cause that's how he was in. My poor baby had literally no room in there, but He is chilling. Carriers are such a good investment, guys. I wanted one with Oakley so bad, but I didn't really need it because I had full hands. But now that I need to like move around, I'm like, this is literally the best investment ever. So shout out to Artie Pop. Is that how it's called? Artie Pop? This is literally what I wanted for Christmas and I got it. Denim, if you know how much I love denim. This is literally the perfect carrier for me. But guys, here I am answering all your guys' questions. We got so many questions on my video, on my Snapchat, on my DMs. Literally, you guys were asking all the questions and I'm here to answer them all. I'm so excited. First of all, I cannot believe I did a home birth. It was, let me tell you right now, one of the most beautiful experiences ever. Like, I will forever I will forever, oof, okay, oh my God. I will forever treasure that day. Like, it was just so beautiful. So let me tell you guys how it all started. Let me tell you from the day that it all, like my contractions and everything. So my contractions actually started a full 24 hours before I gave birth. So I gave birth on the 28th. My contractions started on the 27th at 4 a.m. I remember waking up and I had them all towards the entire day. Like, they never stopped. And I called my midwife at like I think 11 and I told her that same day on the 27th, I told her my contractions feel like this is what it's doing, blah blah blah, and I explained to her how they were feeling. They felt like mild cramps. I say the pain was probably like a 2, maybe even a 1. It just depended which one it was. Like, some were like a lot stronger than others, but I was like, these are definitely contractions because they were very repetitive. Like, they were every like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Not repetitive, but they kept going. Like, they did not stop at all. And when I was on the phone with the midwife, she was like, let me just tell you, like, sometimes this lasts like a week. I was already 41 weeks. Was it that day? Yeah, 41 weeks that day. She's like, I just want to let you know that sometimes those contractions can last up to like a week. So I was like, okay, I was literally prepared for everything. I was so at ease during my pregnancy, guys, that I felt like I was just taking it day by day. I wanted Luciano to choose when he wanted to come, and I didn't want to put any pressure on anything. I was walking a lot. I was doing all that stuff, but I just wanted him to come on his own, and this boy came on his own, guys. But yeah, so that day at 4 a.m., it lasted all throughout the day, like literally throughout the day, through the nighttime. And then, by the way, guys, this is so funny, but Victor actually learned how to check cervix. So that night, when we were going to bed, it was already like 11, he checked my cervix and it was only at 3 centimeters. So that was like, oh, it's fine. It's not gonna happen tonight then. It'll probably happen another 3 days or something. So I went to bed and then I could sleep through some contractions. And then around like 4 a.m., was it 4 a.m., babe? Around like 4 a.m. I was like, there's no way I can do these anymore. Like, I cannot do these anymore. And I was just like walking around trying to like calm it down. When they tell you, you know the difference, you know the difference, guys. I was walking around and just like trying to like pace them out, and they kept getting closer and closer and closer. I woke up Victor, and dude, it was insane. Like, I remember calling my midwife and I was like talking to her on the phone, and I was just started crying. Not because of the pain, but I was just like nervous, excited, and a lot hit me. And she's like, she literally calmed me down. She's like, Laura, just breathe. Breathing, guys, is everything through labor. I feel like breathing literally saved me from so much. Like, she literally made me breathe. She's like, okay, let's breathe. And every contraction usually lasts about 1 minute, and then the peak of it is like the one that hurts the most, obviously. And just breathing through those, like, I think it was like 25 seconds of the peak, like, just helped me so much. But yeah, I can also do a video of stuff that I did that helped me during labor, because that's a whole another video. But yeah, so we called her and she's like, okay, I think it's time to come. We were an hour away. Also, a lot of you guys were asking why we didn't do it at home. It was because the hospital that if anything happens, is that I am doing a Vbac after 2 C-sections. The hospital that I wanted to go to, that was like the one that I picked, was only 5 minutes away from the birthing center. So the birthing center is kind of like a home. It literally looks like a house. It just is made for home births. But that's why we did it, and it was an hour away. So I had to drive an hour away getting contractions. What?
2 hours.
2 hours. Oh, sorry. It was 2 hours away. So we had to go in the car, and I was the contractions during the car. Oh my God, those were horrible, but I could still sleep through them. I was so calm, guys, throughout this whole process, that I felt like it helped me so much, because I feel like if I freaked out, they would hurt more. I know there's parts in the video where you guys see me freak out and I start screaming. That literally made me hurt more, and it was just not doing any progress. When I was calm and just like breathing, it felt like that. I don't know, it just made me feel better. But yeah, guys, so we drove to the birthing center. We got there like around 7. Yep. Yeah, around 7. And I remember the midwives walked out to me because he parked in front of it, and I literally was getting a contraction as I was walking, and I literally just like flopped on them. Because if you let loose during your birth, it just feels so much better. There's so many things I could tell you guys that I did, but like just letting going limb, I promise you, oh my god, it feels so much better. So yeah, we got there. As soon as we got there, they asked if I wanted to check my cervix, and I said no, only because I feel like the cervix, like, you think that's everything about birth, but it's really not. The cervix is just a cervix. It can literally open it from 1 minute to the other to like freaking 10. Like, it doesn't matter where you're at. But when I got there, remember I told you guys that Victor checked me, I was only 3. I got to a 7. I arrived at the birthing center at 7 centimeters already. So that's why they were so painful from like 4 a.m. when I woke up till we got there. Like, they were just getting bad. So we get there. I'm already a 7. The contractions are coming in. You guys commented saying that I was so calm. I don't think I was calm. I think it was just, I don't know how I did that, guys. I don't know how I look so calm, but I think I was focused. I was focused and just like breathing. I watched so many videos before going in, so I felt like I took tips from everyone and just like focusing and relaxing, and just like I tried to sleep as much as I could. That's why you guys see a lot of clips of me sleeping. I was sleeping through a lot of the contractions because I knew that the good ones were coming. Like, those were something else, and they were just, the good thing about them though, guys, is that they only last, like I said, they're a minute, but the peak of it is like 25 seconds. I know it's different for everyone, but I feel like those 25 seconds, I was like like, oh my goodness, they were I'm not gonna lie, they were painful, but como se dice, like, I don't know, I just felt, and something I read was like that every contraction is getting me closer to my baby. Like, they're not gonna hurt me. Every contraction, contractions can't hurt me because you're getting closer to my baby. Like, there's a purpose for every contraction. Every contraction is pushing him lower. So I was like, hey, bring him on, because yeah. But I feel like the hardest part for me was definitely the pushing. So once we got to when I arrived, I was at 7 centimeters, and then like an hour later, I was already at 10, guys. Like, I was opening fast. I really did not think I was going to open, guys. I swear, when they told me I was 7 centimeters, I literally wanted to cry because my body was doing it by itself. Because I literally thought like, I wanted to be positive throughout the whole thing, but in the back of my head, I was like, I already had 2 C-sections. Like, maybe my body can't do it by itself. But my body did it by itself, and it made me so happy. When she said 7 contractions, I got excited, and it just made me want to keep going, you know? But yeah, guys, we got to 10 centimeters, and then I started pushing for a little bit. I was not pushing right, so I kind of gave up at that point. I was like, okay, I'm not pushing right. Like, I just don't know how to do this. Like, when they tell you it feels like you need to take a big poo-poo, it literally feels like you need to take a big poo-poo. Like, you need to push like you're taking a big shit. Like, literally, that's what it feels like. And in my head, I was like, okay, let me do that. But it's so much harder than it sounds. And for me, the pushing was the hardest part. So we tried pushing it for a little bit, and I gave up because I just couldn't do it. So I was like, can I take a break, please? So then we took a break, and then I was in the bathtub. My mom comes over. She's like, Laura, you cannot be going through this pain so much. You're already at 10 centimeters. You need to push. My mom literally came in, and she's like, Carona, you need to push, because if you don't push right now, you're going to be going through that pain throughout the whole entire day. Like, let's push right now. You can do it. So that motivated me. I'm telling you right now, without my mom in there, I don't know what I would have done, because she literally was like, no, bitch, get up. Excuse my language. She's like, get up and start pushing, because I want to meet my grandson, and you're not going to be going through this pain for much longer if you push right now. And that's exactly what I did. I started pushing, and he literally came out. I think I pushed for 37 minutes exactly. I pushed for 37 minutes, and then baby Luciano came out. By the way, guys, a lot of you guys were saying, why did you guys hide the clips? Because literally the clips are of him coming out of down there. So that's why I had to clip him and put other things on there. But yeah, guys, he came out, pushed in 37 minutes. For early labor, it was 25 hours. For active labor, it was 7 hours and 50 minutes. I was pushing for 37 minutes. But yeah, guys, that was intense. Now, let me answer some of your guys' questions. You guys have so many questions. The main one was why I decided to do a Vbac, and I really don't think there's an answer for that. I think I just wanted to do, I don't know, I wanted to try it for once. That was really one of the reasons why I wanted to do it, was I just wanted to try it for once. I wanted to have a different experience. I had 2 C-sections already, and I just wanted to try it. Like, I knew that, I don't know, I felt like deserve that experience. I feel like every woman deserves a beautiful birth experience, and that's what I wanted. I really wanted that. But then when we first asked the doctors, they're like, no, you have a fibroid, blah, blah, blah. Remember, they tried to scare us away. And we're like, no, we're gonna get more opinions because this cannot be my last opinion. So if you guys get the no, please go around and ask opinions. I know there's different scenarios where you have to have C-sections. That's completely okay. But a lot of the times you don't have to have a C-section, and you can get different answers from other people, and you can have your birth experience that you want. But yeah, guys, I went around asking people, and then I had met those midwives through Cassie. Shout out to Cassie. Without her, I literally would have not got this experience. I will forever be thankful for her having me there. Like, it was just such a beautiful thing to witness. And then I had her at my birth, so it was so beautiful. It was literally like, we're connected at vaginas right now. First, I was gonna do it at the hospital, and then my midwives that Cassie had were just gonna do like my prenatal care, and they were gonna be in there with me in the hospital and just like guide me and do the same thing they did at the home birth, but at the hospital. And I was gonna do epidural, I was gonna do all of that at first. And then one day, we were literally driving, I remember we were driving to the house, and I was like, why don't I just do it at home? Like, I feel like I have the power to do it at home. So I texted my midwives, and I was like, I wanna do home birth. And they're like, are you sure? And I was like, yep. You guys can't back me out of it. Like, I just want to do home birth. She's like, okay. She sent me a list of two things to watch. One of them that we watched, I think that's the only one that we watched The Business of Being Born. And after watching that, I was like, yes, an automatic yes, we have to do home birth. And that's when the whole process started. And then yeah, that's why I decided to do home birth. I really wanted that experience, and then we started investigating more, and that's why I did it. And I was so excited, but we did have to go through different protocols. I had to do testing. I had to make sure everything was right. That way I was eligible for a Vbac. So please make sure that you guys are doing the right protocols and asking and going around getting different opinions. That way you guys are the safest, the baby's the safest, and that's all that matters at the end of the day, guys. As long as you and the baby are safe, that's literally all that matters. Yeah, guys, that's what I want to do. I just wanted a different experience, and I ended up getting the most beautiful experience ever. So I'm so thankful that I went that route. Another number one question is, how was the recovery compared to a C-section? Guys, the recovery for a C-section, if you guys know how difficult those are, like if you guys have had C-sections, you guys know, like they are so difficult. I feel like even leaving the hospital, you have to leave in a wheelchair. First of all, you can't even walk. Like there's the cut, like no te puedes ni estirar, you can't even stretch out. Walking out of that home birth, you guys saw me, I literally recorded like 3 hours later, or even like an hour later. I was so good, guys. I didn't have any pain. When they tell you as soon as the baby comes out there's no pain, it literally feels like so magical. I swear, like I felt like I won like $1 million, billion, trillion dollars. Like when they put the baby on you, you literally don't even feel the bottom of your legs. You just feel like on top of the world. It literally feels like, I was just so happy. Like it just felt so good. So the recovery right now, I'm on week 3 and I feel completely perfectly fine. Gracias a Dios, the bleeding is almost completely done, and it just feels, I don't know, it felt so much better leaving the place. I felt like I had so much more like control, and I just felt so free leaving. Like it just felt so good. But the recovery for C-section was completely different and so much harder. So if you guys are going through C-sections right now, I hope you guys have the best recoveries ever, because I know how hard those can be. Did you rip? That was another one of the main questions, is did you rip? And I did not rip. Shout out to my midwife. She said that she was holding the, what is it called, babe?
You're like, she's keeping the pressure
where you rip.
Would rip. She was holding pressure there.
Yeah.
She was helping like keep that stretch.
Yeah, so she was putting I saw it in the video when we were being recorded, she was putting a lot of pressure right there, and I did not rip. And he was 8 pounds, 12 ounces, so almost 9 pounds. Gracias a Dios, I did not rip. I feel like that's why my recovery was a lot faster, because I know a lot of people do rip, and the recovery for that is very tough, I've heard. But yeah, I did not rip. Gracias a Dios. It was just like, I don't know, I'm so grateful that I didn't rip, because I know how like difficult that can be. Like imagine having to cut down there, like peeing and stuff. Like I know, but no, I did not rip. Did you get medicated? I am trying for a Vbac after an implant cesarean. I had no medication in me, not one thing. I remember at one point I was like, what if I just go to the hospital? It's only 5 minutes away from here. Like I remember thinking that at one point, but I was like, no girl, you're already at 9, like just keep going. Like there's no way you can go back. And like I said, I feel like preparing yourself and just like breathing techniques, there's so many techniques that you can do on YouTube, on TikTok, that help me so much to just like kind of send the pain somewhere else. It is very mental. Birth is literally 90% mental. I want to say even 95% mental. I feel like I use my mental so much. I use my mental so much to get through every contraction that I feel like at some points I didn't even feel a contraction. I swear, I know it sounds crazy because they're so painful, but when I was in the bathtub, I kept getting contractions. And the clips of me like just chilling there, I was getting contractions through those clips, and I just felt like I was like not tensing up. I was like relaxing my body, and it just felt, I don't know, I felt like I was giving control. I don't know, I wasn't controlling the contractions. The contractions were controlling me. I was controlling the contractions, and I wanted to just relax and just, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like there's so many different ways to explain it, but that's literally how I felt. I just felt like I was in control. Like I felt like I could do it, and I did it. A lot of you, I got a lot of DMs also saying that you are encouraged to try Vbac, which made me so happy, but always ask your doctors, always ask different opinions around, guys. That way you and your baby are the safest, because that's literally all that matters. And if you guys can try for a Vbac, then please go ahead, because I promise you will feel on top of the world. I feel like every woman deserves that beautiful birth experience, and I hope every single one of you get it. But at the end of the day, if a C-section is what you have to do to be safe, then do it, girl, because that's all that matters. A lot of questions also asking if I would do it again, and I tell Victor all the time, I'm like, I literally would do it again 100%, and I feel like I would. I know I killed it at this one, like I know I did, because I went in there ready, girl. But I think for the next one, if I were to have a next one, which I don't think we are, I feel like I would do so good at it, because now I know going in what to expect. I feel like with Luciano, I didn't know what to expect at all. I was going in blindsided. I mean, I watched a lot of videos, but like every experience is different, and not every birth is the same. So I knew going in that my birth could be different from theirs. So yeah, but I know now, I feel like I could go in and just like, hey, I would 100% do it again. Do you have a low pain tolerance? Did you get induced? I did not get induced, and I have a very high pain tolerance. I did tell you guys in a couple of videos, I have a super high pain tolerance, but I feel like it don't matter how much pain tolerance you have, those contractions hurt, guys. They hurt so bad. But like I told you, I did so many things to repair myself that I feel like at times I didn't even feel them, because I was putting the pain to go somewhere else. Like there's so many tricks you can do. One of the tricks that I did a lot was holding ice in your hand for 1 minute, because that's how long the contraction starts, and holding it for 1 minute and just sending signals to your brain to send the pain somewhere else, if that makes sense. So I would hold them for 1 minute, and at first I literally lasted 20 seconds doing it. I remember the first time I did it, I was like, like that hurts. But then as time I did it more and more. Like I could do a minute, and it just felt so good. So if you guys want to try that at home, try it. It's not the same pain as a contraction, but it just like mimics the fact that there's pain there, so you have to send your brain signals to send the pain somewhere else. And just think about other things. I remember when I really got it was when I had the ice in my hand, and then Oakley was in front of me, and I didn't even feel the pain in my hand, because I was so focused on Oakley. I was like, damn, if I could do that, then it's gonna be a piece of cake. It's not a walk in, it's not a walk in the park, but there's so many things that you can do to prepare yourself. Describe the pain level. What part hurt the most? Honestly, the contractions hurt really bad. Like I told you guys, there's things you can do. I would say the pain level though, I want to say it just depends. I feel like every contraction felt so different for me. Some I would feel it in my back, some I would feel it on my legs, some I would feel it like in my stomach. Like they were all so different, but I feel like the ones that were most painful was when it was getting to the end. Like those ones, and it just felt so weird, because it literally feels like you have a bowling ball right there. But I feel like for me, the part that hurt the most, that was most uncomfortable, was when my water was about to break. It felt like it was just like a ball bulging right there. So that's the part that was the most uncomfortable and most painful for me. But other than that, I felt like every contraction, I don't want to say they don't hurt, because they do hurt, guys, but I feel like a 9 out of 10. What was the hardest part about birth? I honestly feel like the hardest part was the pushing. I didn't even feel the contractions when I was pushing, because I was so focused on pushing, right? Because it just seems so much easier than it is. Like they tell you have to take a big poop, but I feel like, I don't know, it's so hard. The pushing was super hard for me, but once I got it, I remember the midwife told me like, okay, Laura, you successfully did pushing, now keep going. And that made me so happy because I was pushing the right way. I felt like having the people around me, Victor, Cassie, the midwives just telling me like, keep going. Like it just felt so good because I knew I was doing it right. Like they kept telling me, I see his head, I see his head, I see this. And it just motivated me so much more to just keep going. But the pushing was definitely the hardest. I didn't even feel pain pushing because I was so concentrated in pushing right that like, that was the hardest part for me, was definitely the pushing. Do you feel a different bond with Luciano since you had a vaginal birth? I have a different bond with all my kids. I feel like every bond is different. Like Elliot's my first, like that will forever be my first baby. I was very, very young. I feel like, not too young, but like I feel like I don't know, I just didn't appreciate birth as much as I do now. I feel like that's what changed. I feel like as you get older, you realize, okay. Okay. Y'all making me cry with these questions. I feel like as you get older, you start appreciating every single detail. Like I was young with Ellie and I wasn't able to appreciate every single detail. Now I do, and he's at the best age right now. He's literally the best ever, the best brother. He helps so much. But like I don't know, I was appreciative of him now. I feel like that's, okay. I feel like that's the only difference. I feel like now I appreciate every single second. Like I wake up happy to feed Luciano. Like I feel like I'm like, oh my god, my baby, because okay. Because time does go by so fast. If you guys have kids, you guys know how time literally flies, and it just flies. Like I have a different bond with all my kids, but I feel like the only difference now is that I appreciate every single second with them. Like every little move, every little laugh that he makes, I'm like, oh my god, like he's laughing, you know, like that's, I feel like the only difference. But I have a different bond with all my kids. So if there's one thing I could tell you guys is I appreciate every second, because oof, it literally flies. Like I was literally crying the other day in the car because one of his onesies didn't fit anymore. So I was like crying, and Victor's like, why are you crying? I was like, his onesie doesn't fit anymore. That means he's growing. Like I literally just had him 3 weeks ago and he's already like growing so much. Was home birth what you imagined? I imagined it way worse than what it was, guys. I feel like I had such a beautiful experience. Gracias a Dios. Like I am so thankful for it going the way it did. I feel like I had just the best support. I went in it so ready and so happy to do it. Like my midwives were amazing. Cassie was amazing. Victor, like my mom, I literally had the support. I feel like that helped me so much. And I expected it to go good because I knew God is so good and it could go so, and it was gonna go so good, but it just went so beautiful. Like it just was something so magical. I literally want to replay it and just do it again just because it was so beautiful. I know that sounds crazy, but it just felt so like empowering to be able to do that, especially after people tell you you can't do that. Like it just felt so empowering. What is the aftercare like? I know hospitals you stay for 24 to 48 hours with a baby. I was able to go home right away. The only reason why we didn't go home right away, you guys saw in the video, we had to get an Airbnb, was because the midwives had to come check baby the day after, and we didn't want to drive all the way back to where we were at, which was 2 hours away. So we had to stay in an Airbnb. But if it wasn't for them having to do that, we could have just gone home right away and just enjoyed the baby. I feel like that was so beautiful. Being able to just leave and go home if we wanted to just felt amazing. Being able to just freely leave whenever you wanted, it felt so good. Another thing that you guys noticed was that I was able to walk around, go in the bathroom, whatever I wanted to do, they let me do that. Whatever position I wanted to be in, they let me do it. And I feel like that's so amazing. I feel like every woman deserves to have that beautiful experience where they feel free. I feel like delivering on my all fours was just like the best feeling. Like being on my back literally felt not okay. I felt like the best way to do it was on the fours. Like it just felt so good. So having that power to do anything I wanted felt so good. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm gonna be right back. Need to feed him. Same mood. All my babies sleep like Victor with their eyes open. Look at him.
Hey, I'm more impressed with his arms. Big chillin'.
That's how he was inside the womb at all times.
Hands up.
Sorry, guys. Last night I had to cut the video because we had to shower the kids and do all that. But now we have Victor on here, and I have some questions for you about the birth.
Are you telling me you're pregnant again?
No, absolutely not. No, thank you.
I mean, that could be physically possible. We haven't done anything.
I know. He's going crazy.
Anything.
He's going crazy. Okay. You want to know the questions I have for you?
For me? Oh, questions for me?
Yeah. So
yes, I saw her poop cutter.
Ew.
Yes, I saw the baby come out. And no, I wasn't scared.
I told him not to look, and that's the first thing he did. He was looking. He was holding my butt up and like.
No, I was putting your hips together, putting pressure on your hips. That way, relieve the pain.
Yeah, it helped so much.
Yeah.
But one of the first questions
Learned that from Dr. Chiropractor man himself.
He told you to do that?
Yeah, man. He told me
Also, guys, the chiropractor helped me so
the
much.
midwives.
And the midwives. There's so many things that help me, which I'll do a video on that. But the number one question they asked you is, how was your experience?
My experience is, I feel like it's not truly mine, it's our experience. Because I was there for your support. Whatever decision you wanted to do, I was there. But I agreed on your decisions. We watched the movie together. Overall, the birth experience was a good experience because it was a shared experience. We were on the same page on everything. So overall, like just how you were mentally ready, I feel like I was mentally ready. You told me not to look, but I feel like it did me good to look because, I mean, you're going through that pain. I should, the least I can do is see that. I shouldn't be scared and turn my head and pretend like it didn't happen, like if you got to go through it, then I'm going through it.
I have a loose pussy now. I'm just kidding. Well, I'll get back to you on that, but
yeah, I don't even know.
No, but how was it like being there and like watching? I
The
feel like it went by
overall,
so
like,
fast.
Performance of it.
Yeah.
I mean, we watched videos, so I had some of my I had some knowledge of what it would be like, but going through it, at one point I kind of was scared for you.
Yeah.
I saw your energy go down.
Remember I told you guys? Yeah, when I told you guys that I gave up for a little bit, that's when everyone was like, okay, it's something.
Yeah. But overall, like, I knew, contractions were going to kick in. I had the job to do with contractions.
Victor's holding my hips. It helps so.
Yeah, putting pressure on your hips.
Yeah.
Just making sure you're comfortable as much as you can. You did not like being touched, so the comfort of touching was not an issue.
I forgot about that.
I didn't have to do anything besides put pressure on your hips. But
yeah, guys, every
holding
time
your weight up.
someone, yeah, every time someone would like just like gently like put they're like, what did? I think my mom was trying to grab my hand.
Your mom was just trying to like comfort you, like,
yeah.
It's okay,
It felt like ants were crawling through my.
Like, don't. That's from you.
No, that's your.
You two be guessing it up.
No, but yeah, it just felt so like weird when people were touching me. I feel like that's normal though, but
overall, it was a lot different than the C-section. C-section was faster and all that, but I feel like this one was more. It hit more.
Yeah.
Like the whole birthing process, it hit more. It was
Do you think I'm a queen?
More memorable. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. I look at you so much differently now. Like, I give you so much props. Now I see what my mom meant by she's like, I gave birth to you.
That's literally what I mean. And your mom had no epidural either, right?
Yeah, no epidural, no nothing.
The next question is, would you do it again?
I mean, yeah. It's not me doing it again. It's you doing it again. Then I'm there to support you. Yeah, I'll definitely do it again. It wasn't something like we did it. I never want to do it again. Like,
yeah.
If it came to it, if we have another kid, then yeah,
I feel like I'd be ready to do it
again. I wouldn't say have to.
Like have to go through the.
Yeah, if you were to get pregnant again, yes, we would definitely do that same route.
Oh yeah, a lot of you guys were asking too if my previous C-sections were complications. No, they were just Elliot was over 10 pounds, so they didn't want to put me through that pain, so I didn't even try delivering him. And then for Oakley, I personally just went that route because I thought
but they suggested too.
Yeah, they suggested it too, but I thought also that you have to have C-section. I mean, you have to have C-sections after every C-section, which is not true. I mean, there's obviously different scenarios for everyone, but like for me,
unless your C-section was for a medical reason, then yes, you should have another C-section.
Yeah, so there's different scenarios, which shout out to C-sections because I know they do save a lot of lives and they're just meant for that. But yeah, they were not medical C-sections. Yeah. Or they were not medical
procedures.
No, como se dice? They were not emergencies. They're not medical emergencies. Sorry. One more question is, what does he keep doing?
He said action.
And one more question is, do you think sex helps dilate?
Oh yeah. I will stand by that until you prove me otherwise. I'll take any reason to.
Oh, let's list the things that I did. Okay, so that was one of them. Walking. I feel like that.
Walking a lot.
I did so much. I did the pelvic exercises. I did my ball.
Yeah, you did your ball, your stretching, your walking, and the chiropractor.
Chiropractor,
Oh,
yeah.
that was like
yeah,
one.
and then the tea. I did the tea. I drank the tea. 3 bags.
Yeah, you drink the tea and you would take the D. Yep.
Shut up. I drank the tea. I would soak 3 bags in the morning, and then I would take it like 5 or 6 hours later because it soaks in better. That's what the midwife said.
And then 1 D and 1 bag.
Stop. What else did I do? I think that's... I feel like the walking helped so much. Just being active, being
I
up.
think that whole circle though,
Yeah.
the walking with the chiropractor, because if you're doing your walking and your alignment's not right, you're just
yeah.
you're
The
just hurting
chiropractor,
yourself.
I cannot recommend him enough. He was amazing. Dr. Shapiro,
Yes.
amazing. But
Yeah.
I think that's all the questions for today, honey.
Before I end my segment on this episode, I just want to give a shout out to Kill the Hype with this fire new
Oh
hat.
my goodness.
This is my new favorite color.
You guys are always asking where the boys' hats are from. They're always from Kill the Hype. Look at this hat.
Look at this new one. This is my new favorite one. So you'll probably see me wearing this one a lot. It says Thorn LA with the thorn, but this time he did it matching with the red, but it's a little chrome, so it has some shine in it.
Nice.
The black bill.
I like your shirt too.
And
This
then
one's
I
from
was
Breakout.
gonna get to that one next. My boy,
Is that mine?
my boy Breakout. No, yours is over there.
Oh,
This one's mine. This shirt is so fire.
so fire.
And
Miss
then just
Betty
the
Boop.
hat and everything.
Damn.
And your fit's fire, babe. That's my Drake t-shirt.
No, I'm
Pretty sure
This is literally.
those are my onset sweats. I'm just kidding.
This is literally giving mom life. Can you please scoot back a little bit more?
Here, let me
I
put in
have-
0.5.
Oh, I have my pump, my computer, my baby, my camera,
Your
my
water.
my haka, my diaper caddy. This is literally giving mom life AF.
And your chargers.
And my chargers. And the crib. Oh, can't forget the...
Coconut
This
water.
has literally been my life for the past 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Almost 4. He's almost 4 weeks.
Yeah, Tuesday he'll be 4.
Oh my god.
Dang, that means I only have 2 more weeks of prison.
I'm gonna cry. But yeah, guys, this is my life for the past... Babe, what are you doing? Don't show... Oh my god, show my ganas. Look at my white hairs. I have so many white hairs. And I want to fix it so bad, but then my mom, Gil, is like, no, you cannot fix them because you cannot leave them that long. Like, it takes forever to get my hair done, so I'm like, I'll just live with it. But guys, this has been my life for the past 3 weeks. I need to get the routine down so that way I can get myself up
Back in
and, like,
rhythm.
Back in rhythm, but I know it takes a little bit of a while, but we almost got it. But guys, I'm gonna end the video right here. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. I want to do a TikTok too, so if I miss anyone, please let me know which ones I missed. And yeah, guys, that'll be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Stop! And I'm a greasy ass forehead, bruh. Ew, what do I look like?